Joining us now, Maryland's Democratic Governor, Wes Moore. Governor, thanks so much for joining us. I know you've spent a lot of time looking at all of this. How are these tariffs, these new tariffs being imposed by the Trump administration, going to affect your state of Maryland?
Well, this is going to hit Marylanders very, very hard because they will just continue watching the price of all of our goods go up. Because when you are imposing these kind of blanket tariffs, arbitrary, ideologically posed and based tariffs, it is going to increase the price of all goods, ranging from everything from the groceries that are in the grocery store to how we're thinking about the basic needs for families. And so this type of work is really just counter to what people are hoping for. When you think about the last election, people hoped for disruption. What they're getting is destruction. And there is a core key difference about how people are thinking about what they want for government to be able to do. If you look at how, in contrast to what we're doing here in the state of Maryland, where we are working to pass legislation to give the middle class a tax cut, to making it easier for businesses to be able to grow and thrive within our state, and you're seeing how the federal government is doing things that's actually increasing cost. It's just counter to what anyone hoped for and, frankly, what middle class families need in this moment.
The president's allies, Governor, have defended his tariff threats as a negotiating tactic, but now that they've actually taken effect, and they have over the past 24 hours, do you worry that these tariffs, they will be enormous, could be here to stay?
Well, it's just difficult to argue that they're a negotiating tactic when you see the impact that it's already had, the negative impact that it's already had. We're watching a stock market that is cratering. We are watching how the price of goods are already increasing, and some of our nation's largest CEOs of our nation's largest retailers who are already now saying that they are going to increase their prices on the American people. So if this is a negotiation tactic, I'm just not sure how good a negotiator we actually have on board, or how good these negotiations are going. Because what we're then seeing is we're seeing retaliatory tariffs that are being put on the United States. We're seeing how Maryland, the largest importer that we have within our state, is Canada. And so you're going to see how goods that are coming from Canada will rise in the state of Maryland and will impact everyday Marylanders. And so if this is a negotiation tactic, I think it's time for people to really evaluate whether that tactic is actually working or whether it's actually hurting the American people.